Once again to Moment by Moment. I am joined by my lovely cohorts, Mr. 3Ball34, King Brett in the house. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
Yo, fam.
Yes, sir.
Happy to be here.
We are ready to wax philosophical on all of the artful things. That is one, basketball to begin with, but also two, what the curation team at Top Shot is doing with encapsulating these moments. I believe video game numbers is the set that we continue with today. Going to be fantastic because that part of of last season was absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to get into it with y'all. What moments do we have on tap today, Mr. 3Ball?
Yes, sir. Great intro. We've been breaking down the video game numbers set and super excited about this one because every moment has been just so cool. And we got three great ones today. Very excited. And I know we've been chatting about it and everybody's pumped about these three. So let's get into them. We got DeMar DeRozan up first. Then the Giannis Antetokounmpo. Gonna ask all three of us to say that three times fast, and then
three times fast, three times fast, three times fast.
You know, Brett boy, love it, King Brett, and Devin Booker to wrap it up with a fantastic performance. But these moments are fire. I can't wait to jump in them with you guys.
Let's go. I love King Brett already bringing the positive vibes, man. Just keeping everybody on their toes. Let's go, man. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
You know it. Mr. Mid-Range himself, DeMar DeRozan, puts up an enormous performance here. Chicago Bulls, they got him really excited. He can just flat play, dude.
He is quite the technician in the mid-range. I mean, very, very start-stop, very, very surgical with how he goes about his business. Very evident in this moment. I can't wait. Can't wait to see him live is what I was going to say. I'm looking forward to going to I think when the Bulls are in town this year, I'm going to head up there. Haven't seen him play yet, but the guy's phenomenal. And this game was if we were talking about the 176-175 game, if that was number one, this is like, or 1A, this is like 1B because this was a 136, 130 something game in overtime where he put up some big numbers.
I've been waiting a long time to get excited about the Bulls again, and I tell you, I'm getting excited about him. He's a great young player. He's putting out for sure.
He can get to the rack still. We talked about the mid-range. There's a floater right there. He's got great footwork. There's just not a ton of mid-range guys in the league right now. Everybody wants a three-pointer or to get all the way to the rim. And right there, he's just working with a little rocker step, love it, and fade away. He's just got a nice touch, man.
And that was on slow-mo too. Kyle Anderson, I mean, he's a good defender. I mean, you don't get drafted by the Spurs if you're not a good defender.
The true statement right there.
Yeah, we get.
But that's just what he does to good defenders. DeMar DeRozan is that solid.
We're picking on the Timberwolves a couple times this episode because they show up on defense twice. In this one, they try to slow down DeMar, but he puts up 49 points. Shot impressive 15 for 25, but 17 for 18 from the line. Just worked them, man.
That's just crazy.
But double OT, like you mentioned, gives you a little extra time to get those points up there. But they've funneled the offense through him. He even spread the ball around through the double team right there. Wasn't doing it all himself. Pretty electric there in Chicago. But like Brett said, I've been waiting for a while for them to be good again. They have a really impressive fan base still, even though they've had some struggles. If they get it going, I mean, they'll be somebody to deal with for sure.
If they could just bring Dennis Rodman back, I think it would solve all their problems.
Just put him in the front office anywhere. That would be fantastic.
Just anywhere in the program. Doesn't have to be on the court or a coach or assistant coach. Just anywhere.
So just a little 6 degrees of DeMar DeRozan here in Top Shot lineage. He was being guarded by Kyle Anderson, who was drafted by the Spurs, as I mentioned before. There's a moment, one of my favorite moments, because it goes to show, even as a Mavericks fan, I will pay homage to Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich is in the video where DeMar DeRozan scores his 20,000th career point, and Popovich stops the game, gives him his flowers, and it was just a really nice moment. So another moment you guys should check out on Top Shot. One of my favorites from just a pure sentimental standpoint.
we're really close to him here, all in Texas, being able to witness what Popovich has been doing for the past 2 decades or longer, and just a real class guy for sure. That was a great moment when he did that for DeMar, and he did the same thing in Dirk's last game in San Antonio. Dirk's getting ready to pull up a jumper at the end, and you can see Pop waving him off so that Dirk could get the bucket up. And man, he's such a class guy for sure, as well as a genius.
He really is. He's been helping the Spurs beat up on the Mavs for a while. So
now we're getting off on Popovich. This is the DeRozan moment here, but I did like the part right here where they show him doing the post-game interview. I think that's a cool
interview.
Cool aspect. We've seen lots of post-game high fives and things like that, but it's cool to see him with the headset on and excited after the game after throwing 49 up.
Jeez.
Tells the story of the whole game right there. That and you know, like the rug in the Big Lebowski, that those moments at the end really tie the moment together. So there you go.
Really tied the room together, Torque.
Really tied it together.
Really tied it together, man.
I will not stand for this, Torque. Let's man, what a great moment by DeMar to start. Like I said, we're going to be keeping up with the Timberwolves on defense. They're trying to guard Giannis, who was just a force to be reckoned with last year.
Yeah.
It's really a shame that he got hurt in the playoffs because Milwaukee was just doing things. And during this stretch, when this moment comes out, it had to be, we talked about this last episode, it had to be so hard for the content curation team to pick which moments and things to use because Giannis is just putting up numbers for like a crazy 7-game stretch. He put up like 40, like 5 or 6 games out of 7. He was just going nuts there for a crazy stretch. But they picked one of them that is just fantastic. And let's check that out together.
This was his 40-20 game, wasn't it? Or one of them? Because he went back-to-back on 40-20 games. And
one of them, exactly. He had back-to-back 40-20 games.
Yeah, first since like 83, I think they mentioned in the moment description. Another brilliant job by the curation team providing those little basketball tidbits for us basketball connoisseurs. I love it.
Dude, shout out to them. The descriptions have gotten so much better over the last couple series. Like, it's just, if you read it, you're in the game, you know what's going, you know the situations, and it just puts you in the right vibes to watch the moment. Really appreciate it. That's for sure.
So much context in there. And to give you, if you weren't watching the Bucks closely at that time, to give you that information of how much Giannis was just killing at this time and dominating more teams other than the Timberwolves like he does in this moment. Like you mentioned, Torque, 40 and 20. The first time somebody did that in back-to-back games since 1982, which is in the moment description. But he also got 5 assists. So the first player to get 40, 20, and 5 in the NBA since 1966. So just creating crazy history in this moment in time where he's just dominating for the Bucks.
Fitting of video game numbers. That last play that he did where he's got the guy out front and he drills between the legs, gets into the paint, shrugs off the primary defender, then Euro steps when the help comes over for the layup. I mean, like, what do you do with that? Because they've already packed the paint with help. That's what you're supposed to do. And he just sidesteps around it. Nope, no chance. It's disgusting.
Dude, if he wouldn't have gotten hurt, I really think they had a great shot I just think things might have been a little different. You never know. Last year. But
I said it before, he got hurt in game 1 and games 2 and 3. It's almost like he could have come back, not 100%, but come back and they slow rolled it, just trying to think they're going to get through that first round. And then they never did.
To be fair, his injury notwithstanding, I to be fair, I will say that they need to give the Heat a little bit of credit. They proved it wasn't a fluke by getting all the way to the finals after beating them in the first round. So just throwing that out there.
Yeah, that's true. I got to give my man props too. His shoe color choice is on fire.
I was waiting on you to bring it up.
I wanted to let basketball come first, right? But I know there's a lot of sneakerheads out there. I'm thinking of one specific, and I'm pretty sure you own those shoes. So, they're just fantastic. The green is gorgeous. You can spot him anywhere on the court. Not to mention he's 85 feet tall, but
What color green is that, Brett? Can you qualify that? Are we talking like mint green? Is that like a pistachio green or
No. So the crazy thing is, it's just because they ain't. Some of the camera angles are so far away. It's like an electric lime green.
I was going to say
sherbet?
lime or a highlighter green.
Yeah,
that's brighter for sure.
It is. It is, especially with those uniforms they're wearing. There's no color on the court. Dark green, purple, like his
My
feet
sisters are
only...
going to love this episode since we're talking about a good 45 seconds on shoes.
Oh my
One of
gosh.
these plays that right here, Giannis is shooting the free throw. I don't know how you don't box him out on the free throw. He gets back to the rim, gets his own offensive rebound, and dunks it. Like, I mean, you got to box out that guy right here. He just comes back. Excuse me. That's embarrassing.
That's the one he was talking about earlier.
Yeah, that play where he shrugs off the primary defender, then Euro steps. Like, dude,
love
it. What do you do? Yikes.
It's nothing. That's why you're in a video game, bro. You just watch it happen. That's it. That's all you got. Dude, that is a great moment.
Giannis went nuts. They won 123-114. But just that time, if you're watching NBA fan, Bucks fans, and he's just getting 40 on a regular basis, like you had to think y'all are on top of the world. And they were there for a bit, picked to win it. And I think they got a great chance again this year.
Got to beat the Mavs, but yeah.
So we covered DeMar DeRozan getting 49. We just covered Giannis getting 43 with back-to-back 40-point nights.
There's only one left.
Man, Devin Booker gets 51.
Ooh,
and
let's go.
It is
I've always liked him.
Yuck.
I don't.
I have a hard time. I'm going to give him some respect, but I have a hard time, Brett.
I'll give him his flowers on this one because it wasn't just 50; it was 50 through 3 freaking quarters. And this once again, this moment is classic curation team, quintessential Booker. Yep. I mean, we talked hesitation, dribble, etc. I mean, step back,
I love that.
The whole nine.
I love the intros. Hezzy, feeling young.
But no, I do not like Devin Booker. I'm a Mavs fan. I do not like that. I respect Devin Booker. He's a hell of a player. I will give him his flowers, but I yuck to Devin Booker.
He's got a sweet jumper. His jump shot is just smooth. I definitely when he's not playing the Mavericks, I love watching him shoot. I like seeing him get to the rim there and have some post presence just to kind of mix it up and do different things because I do see him on the outside a lot, hitting those for sure.
You know where he's getting better, though? 3-point game, and that's going to be real scary because his mid-range game is already – I mean, what is it the best in the league?
Man, it's got to be close.
It's one of the top
5, I think. Sure. Mid-range
top
game.
5 for sure.
You see that footage right there from the fans.
And he can get to the rack, but yeah, he's like 50 through 3 quarters, and I don't even think before that he had dropped 50 in a game.
Which that's even crazier, because then you go from that to,
He's a bucket for sure. Yeah, the Bulls showing back up, but on defense this time. It's tough to stop. It's a great back door and great pass there to get the bucket. Step back on the big guy.
So when he's going, like he's on fire, like is he like a top 3 in the league? Like is he up there with Steph? Like when he's that unguardable on a different level than everybody else?
You could see he wants it for sure when he gets in that mode, which a lot of players with that type of mindset, when they see 2 or 3 go in, you can see them as soon as they cross half court, give me the ball. Just pulling a Treaticus like he's at the Y every time.
Like he's about to, Speaking of Scottie Pippen.
There you go. I like that vibe right there because it kind of feels like you mentioned, Torque, that he did all that. Got 51 in 3 quarters. He sat out the 4th quarter, only played 31 minutes, and didn't play the 4th. That's nuts,
right,
bro. Did you see that look in his eye before the game? Like that was like he's like looking at his teammate like after the warm up, he's probably like, "Yo, I got this shit tonight. I got this. Just give me the ball.
Just chill. Yeah, toss the rock my way
at the Footprint Center."
Dude, and talk about another great player on a very, very talented team.
Yeah, they're picked to win the West or at least up there this year. I'm anxious to see if they stay healthy and play well together. You talked about his 3-point efficiency, Torque. He shot 6 for 7 from 3 in this game. 20 for 25 from the field, but 6 for 7 from Trey. 3-ball.
Dude,
That's going to
awesome.
be my barometer for when he thinks he's going good. If he's pulling up for at least 5 threes a game, not by design, but just because he's feeling it.
Yeah. Dude, I love that Superman dunk back there, jumping from free throw line, just woof.
On the steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
anytime they make that lazy pass across the lane, and this type of athlete. Torque, where do you go to college?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Easy. We're gonna have to
get
some deeper ones. Yeah, for sure.
But that little backdoor
cool
cut
cat.
though, yeah, his cool cat. Shout out.
Oh, hey, shout out. Nice sweatshirt.
Yeah, wink, wink, nod, nod. But no, that backdoor cut, his movement off the ball. I mean, that's the thing that makes him an absolute complete player. I mean, yeah, you got your shooters, etc., that can, somewhat one dimensional on that end of the floor. He's got every tool in the toolbox, in his bag, as the kids like to say. I hate saying that, but I'll say it here just because. But whatever.
You're so young, Torque. You're so hip.
I'm so hip and so young. But
no, I'm getting younger by the moment.
Bags, Torque.
You said it best earlier. When he's not playing the Mavs, love to watch him play.
Yeah, but if he was a Mavs, y'all definitely would root for him.
Oh, heck yes, dude. He's a walking bucket, man. That guy's smooth.
He is, dude.
Speaking of rooting for
that's
him,
why I like him.
Brett, you said, speaking of rooting for him, it's great to see when your teammates, the guys on the bench, are cheering for you. And we've talked about bench reactions and things like that. And we always see that in clips of Jordan, Bird, Kobe, LeBron, when they're putting up ridiculous numbers, Steph, and they've gotten to a point where it's not a normal 30-point night, and they're putting up video game numbers.
Like that right there.
Right. You see them clapping and high-fiving, and they're flipping out because their guy's going nuts on the floor, and they're just witnessing it right there. They got a front row seat. Love it.
Yeah, it's so great. Moments keep getting so much better. Like S4 is fire, S5, like it's going to be an explosion.
Tell me about anything special with these moments with you guys. Did you pull any of these in a pack? Buy any of these on offers? What do you remember about Giannis, DeRozan, Devin Booker?
I don't throw down offers. I respect the marketplace, and I respect people's asking price, and I buy them because I'm trying to provide a healthy ecosystem for everyone. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I bought them all off the marketplace. Like I said, the AD started in early on, and then it just went out from there, and just got to snipe them early, man. That's the easiest way to get the best price on them for me personally before it gets out of hand. But yeah, just honestly thankful to have what I consider to be probably the best set in Top Shot right now. Video game numbers. It's that much fun.
Yeah, when sets are being released and you guys are able to collect them in real time like you guys did with this one, that's an exciting thing, but it's also usually a smart decision, just depending on the set and whatnot. But you collect what you love, and you guys both love this set, right?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I got lucky. I pulled the Luka, which is one of the top highest valued at the time. And so then it kind of made it easy because I love the set. I love the players, but I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to afford the LeBron or the Luka. And then when you don't have to afford one of those, it's like, okay, well, that figurative money I wasn't going to spend, now I will spend it just on these and get 4 or 5 for that same price. And then, the first time you're able to get into a situation where you buy early and then you get a challenge reward, because that's really the hard part about collecting some of these sets. And I know a lot of you probably feel this, as if you're not in early, you don't get that challenge reward. Sometimes those things skyrocket in prices because there's such a limited edition of those moments out there. So it made it an easy decision. I knew when it came out, just like Torque, I was like, cool, I'm in, I'm completing it, I'm buying it. This is going to be one of the best, best sets on Top Shot. And I agree. I think it is. So it's very exciting. Very, very pumped and honored to be one of the completionists of the set.
Love it.
Three ball on the way.
Yes, sir. Like y'all both mentioned there, you pulled moments in a pack. And then when you visit the marketplace and you looked at the rest of the set, and there's DeMar DeRozan, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Devin Booker. These are superstars having superstar performances. And then you clicked play and watched that moment. Like, those are all incredible moments. It's so hard to not collect this one.
It's hard to stop. It's addicting to begin with, and then they keep putting out these beautiful moments that, as I said, the basketball is art to begin with, and then the way that they are mixing the moments, if you want to call it that, presenting them, curating them, etc. It makes it even better. I mean, once again, it's just a time capsule that we all it's stored somewhere in our brain because we watch these games, we live through the season, and then it's just nice to go back and have that nostalgia one more time, especially with these amazing performances. Because I don't know if you never say never, but like I said, that segment of the season with the video game number set and what happened throughout that time period, I don't know if it's going to be tough to replicate that. Maybe one or two performances here and there, but not that many in that
stretch. Yeah, dude, I 100% agree. That stretch in time in basketball were some of the biggest show ups of players putting up points, getting assists, getting rebounds. I'm glad I lived it, but now I also own it, which is the best part for me.
Love it. Owning the history, highlighting the history, being able to relive it, as you both just mentioned. We lived it the first time, watching it in real time. You even see some highlights right after. And then now to be able to go back to something that you own and watch it and relive all that and feel those emotions encapsulated in time, as you said, all just great points and hit the nail on the head. Fantastic moment by moment. Episode 29, guys, man, we were flying. That's a ton of episodes. This was episode 3 out of 7 of the video game numbers. We only have 4 more, and they just escalate from here. It's fantastic. I'm excited to do this with you guys. Appreciate y'all so much for being here. I think you're both on mute, but I would love to hear from y'all wrapping up.
Hey, we planned that. We planned it.
I was waiting on Brett personally, but no worries.
I looked down and saw Brett's mouth moving, and I was like, "We gonna."
Yeah, I got so excited. My mouth started working faster than my hands to click on mute. Dude, Torque 3-ball, it's always fun, but I just love talking Top Shot moments, some of the best sets out there, some of the hottest and best players in the league, and showing respect to why we own these moments, because we're spending money and then you watch it and then you're like, wow, that's why. It's because this is a moment in history encapsulated the right way from Top Shot. And it makes me hype to go over the rest of these moments with you guys. And
let's go.
There's some really good ones coming. I'm just saying. So stay tuned, folks. Tune back in to the next 5 episodes.
4,
6, 9, 4, all of them forever.
2.
That's what happens on live TV. There's malfunctions and things like that. Mute buttons forget to get pushed and things and whatnot. Regarding video game numbers, I mean, Top Shot has always said, I think Austin has always said they want to tell the story of a season, and you cannot tell the story of last season without the video game number set. Yeah. They are, if not anything else, bullet points, that need to be highlighted once again to tell the story of last season, because they are just beautifully amazing. So it's been a blast, guys. Can't wait until next time.
Let's keep continuing it on. It feels like the start of something special. Not only this moment by moment, but video game numbers itself starting in S4. Love to see it carry on in S5 and keep this fire going. See you guys on the next one.
Peace out, guys.
Sir.
Moment by moment.